everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Elune. Today we're going to show you a pretty easy way to do Proto-T3 stage 11 and 12 with very little investment. You need to be a little bit tanky in that, but overall you don't need any DPS. It's all pretty safe, I would say, and I'm glad one of my friends PM'd me and let me know how to do this, and I'm glad I can share it with you. But first off, I just want to show you some gifts they sent me. They sent me some cool things. So first off, it came in this awesome bag. As you can see, Gameville, Come to Us. If you didn't know, Gameville and Come to Us, Summoners War people, are related. I think they're a subsidiary, so that's why we see that. That's why we see the Archangel. What else do we have here? We have a couple cool things, okay? Nothing to give away yet, but we got some pins here. Got some cool pins. We've got a bunch of stickers, I think, too. I love how they put this together. So haphazard. So we've got some cool Elune stickers as well here. You can see them. I know my hand's covering it. Sorry. They are awesome, though. There are a ton of them. Okay, and the coolest thing they sent me. Oh, also, sent from the Elune team. Thank you so much from Sticky Bomb, Marcus, Pirate, and Kaiser, and everybody else there. They've all been wonderful to us. Just absolutely insane. And the grand prize. This is actually really baller. We have an awesome shirt. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, we have an absolutely awesome shirt. It shows Gameville on the side, and it has Elune on the back there too, which is just super cool. And I've watched a couple of these unboxing videos before, and usually what people do is they just clap and then their shirt comes on. So I'm gonna try that with my awesome editing skills. So let's go switch. And just like that, with the magic of editing, we have it on here. Hype to that. Whew. Anyways, I don't know why I'm out of breath for some reason. Anyways, let's try out Proto-T3 here. So we are going to be doing this with this team here. But the only one that's really required is going to be the alluring Bella here. So let's take a look at her. And if you don't know about Proto, it's a big robot and there's a bunch of little dudes, and the little dudes charge you and basically explodinate you. So alluring Bella's skills here, we are here for the number 2 one. Rotates magic from the abyss to create a vortex that strikes twice and deals a total of, who even cares how much damage? And then it causes confuse, and confuse is the entire reason to do this here. So our goal of this, your team, when you go to make this team, is just have Bella survive. That's all that matters. It's just protect Bella. So I have 2 supports, 2 supports, a healer, and Gaonsari here. And the only reason Gaonsari is here, you can also use a another healer or another support instead if you want, is because of his amulet, which helps land the debuff, because you do need to land charm twice. And with the change of how they change things so you don't lose on your burn on the first attempt of the day if you lose, this is really easy to do now. So even if we fail, we can just try again, right? So we're gonna go in here. We're 95,000 CP. And there is one part that's difficult where it's right before the things charge at you. It's pretty much the only time you're gonna have an issue and you might actually die. And that's when I have to use my Freya. Also, alluring Bella doesn't need to be 6-star or whatever. She can be whatever you want. All she has to do is charm. Okay, so for this fight here, it's really easy. The first thing I do is just buff up with our defense buff. And remember, Wei Wei is a free unit. She helps survive when you need to survive. And from this point on, I'm just going to auto attack, build up some souls, and just try to survive. The only problem I have here is if they target my Freya twice and stun her twice. But it's usually not a big problem. So we survive that with Wei Wei's defense buff. If you don't have Wei Wei's defense buff max, you need to get it max. Absolutely insane. So at this point, we're just going to start with an amulet on the left one. And again, that does help land debuffs. We then have a stunned Freya. So now if he stuns Freya twice in a row, we pretty much just have to try again. But if it doesn't stun Freya, we are fine. So we're just gonna let him do another attack here. He has the same order every single time he does this, so it's really predictable. So this just needs to not hit Freya. It just needs to not hit Freya. So if that happens, we are done. There's nothing we can do. So let's try this again. I'm not gonna edit that out. We'll show you realness here. Wow. Okay, now that we're in here, our goal is to have Freya survive. That's all that matters. I'll keep this over here. So we are just going to proc a defense boost here. And he does stun Freya sometimes twice, sometimes once. If he stuns Freya twice, we are in trouble. If he stuns Freya once, we are fine. I'm not sure how the targeting happens because very often it's Freya the second time. It's 100% Freya the first time, so I don't fully get it. But as long as it doesn't happen twice in a row, we are fine. And I'm sure it's going to happen twice in a row. But again, it doesn't matter. It's only 7 flipping stamina, right? It just doesn't matter at this point. You can fail a bunch of times. As long as you get your daily in, everything is flipping okay. So we're going to proc an amulet on the left one there. The first stun goes on to Freya. So we're just going to dispel the stun. I feel like if this keeps happening, I should just change my group a little bit. Because this didn't happen until I started to put Gaon Sari on the team. But as long as the next stun doesn't hit Freya, we are exactly where we want to be. Your first turns don't matter. It doesn't even matter what you do. You just need to survive. But it hit her again, like it always does. So we're going to swap to her turn and try to get her a second turn before this happens. But I don't know if it's going to. Yeah, we need her to go right before the robot right here. So unless we get a swap, we are dead. Yeah, we don't get a swap. Okay, so we're gonna just do this another way without Gaon Sari. Because for some reason the AI is just like continuously the same thing. So we're gonna swap Gaon Sari for Fabian. This gives us a little more protection. And also makes it easier for you too, because it gives you like one more little range of survival. So we'll just go back into this. Nice and easy, I said. Nice and easy. But you'll see, trust me, you'll see how great this is once it actually happens. And again, your units you use, the specific units outside of Alluring Bella and I would say Wei Wei, just literally don't matter. If you're really tanky, you can go without immunity, but if you're not really tanky, you will need something like Freya to survive. Maybe I should have shown you how much damage it did just to kind of show why we need Freya to get a turn here. Okay, so we're just going to do some attacking here like we did before. This time we don't have Amulet, so we have a chance to get resisted twice in a row, which is very small, to be honest. First one still will hit Freya, but the second one usually hits Fabian. So we're just going to heal Freya up here. Just keep everything on her. First one always hits Freya for some reason. This time she's not stunned. It's really weird RNG. Really weird RNG with this game. I feel like it's seeded some way. Like super seeded. But oh well, we're not gonna argue. So this time we will be super fine. If he goes again and stuns the Freya, we're not worried at all. We have our Panda's Dispel up. We're just going to do another heal here. This stun goes right into Freya as expected, but it's okay. It's okay because we have our Dispel up here. Now, at this point, this is the turn where everything goes to crap. This is where you need to survive. So, At this point, I have to swap to Freya, and I use her immunity here. She doesn't have skill ups or anything. All she needs to do is give our team immunity. There's a bunch of other people that can do this, or just a bunch of mitigation would work too, because he's about to attack twice in a row, and this would wipe out my team, and my team is pretty tanky. But with Freya, we just take literal 0 damage. And at this point, here is where stuff goes down. Both of those little ads turn into big robots, and our goal from this point on is to charm the one on the left, or confuse the one on the left. That's all we need to do at this point. Otherwise, they will kill us. So we've got, I think, 2 chances here. So we want to use skill 2 on Alluring Bella over here. We get a resist. It's okay. It's okay. And now we're going to try that again. There's no way we resist twice in a row, right? There's no way. There we go. We got it. Oh, God. I was like, do I have to do this a 3rd time? So we got that one charm. So at this point, we just wait and we watch magic happen. So they're going to do a suicide move here. I probably should have buffed up there, but it's fine. Suicide move, he does like 70% of the boss's HP, and the boss goes into self-destruct phase, and the ads charge again. So now all we have to do is the same thing. We just try to charm the one on the left. You have 2 tries. First one is a resist, because why wouldn't it be? Don't make... Come on, not like this. Not like this. Oh my God. I have the worst luck ever. Okay, so now we might have to do that again. But it's okay, you know? It's okay. Everything is fine. We're gonna have to do that again. Because we need those to kill him, and I don't think we're gonna get another turn. Oh, we will, we will, we will. Oh, no, we won't. We won't. I thought the swap was up. Okay, so this is what happens if you get resisted twice in a row. We survive the first one, we survive-ish the second one, and then the boss blows up and you die. So I actually like showing failures on video like this, because if you just show what happens when things go right, people don't know how to solve their problems. So that's really cool. One of the ways I went to solve that problem was to bring Gaon Sari, so I didn't get resisted twice in a row. Because that just adds that added layer. But because I was too lazy to add another Dispel, I couldn't do that because they always stun Freya. So anyways, even if this takes you 20 tries to get done, it is so worth it because the gear is insane from floor 12. It's like absolutely insane. I can show you one of the weapons my Balder has. After this, it's just bonkers how good some of this is. So we're just going to do a bunch of auto attacks. He's going to do his AoE. This time we live because we have Weiwei's ridiculous defense buff. And we're just going to heal up Freya. We're going to do the exact same thing just in case RNG's seeded in some way. Goes towards Freya. Doesn't stun again. See, like, I don't understand that. It'll stun 100% of the time if Gaon Sari's on the team. Really interesting. Really interesting. So these things go again. These things go again. We have one more turn where the robot gets to stun somebody. He went for Fabian this time, which is fine. Fabian, it doesn't matter what he does at this point. He's basically just dead weight. We're going to do some more attacks. We might as well heal up Fabian, you know. We might as well give him a little bit of love, just in case we need him later. Okay, so now this is the turn where we need to swap to Freya. And we throw up invincibility on everybody and watch him do 0 damage. This is so satisfying, by the way. So satisfying. You could also probably fix your speed so that you don't have to swap and Freya is in that slot too, but that's too much work for me. Okay, so they're now in charge mode, self-destruct. So at this point, we just need to land a skill 2. It can't be that hard, right? Just to land a skill 2 right over here. There we go. We landed it first try. So at this point, we're just going to auto attack a bunch and get ready for the next phase. So they're gonna blow him up, no problem. I love that so much. It's so satisfying. And now we just do the same thing. We don't really need any defense buffs or anything because if this doesn't work, we're dead. Doesn't matter what we do. If this doesn't work, we're dead. But if it does work, oh no, don't you dare. Don't you flipping dare, you stupid alluring Bella. There's no way. Oh my god. How are we so bad? That never happens. I swear it never happens. I swear. I swear it never happens. I can't even believe that. Oh, she gets another turn. She gets another turn. That's so cool. Come on. Come on. 3 times. Yeah! Nice. We did it. We are the best. First try every time. Okay, so that's the first easy way to kill him, right? You just need to survive, have some form of immunity, defense buff, and then you get all of this fat loot here. Like, you get a bunch of level 80 gear, you get some 75 stuff, you get some 80 stuff here, and let me show you the weapon my Baldur got. It's just insane. That's why it's worth it. Even if it takes a couple chances to fail, that is why it's absolutely worth it. So my Baldur's old weapon was something like, it was a BJ sword. Let me sort by weapon. So my Baldur's old weapon was something like this. Maybe a little better. 1798 attack, maybe a little more crit. And now he's got this. 4,500 attack and double crit, and then another 600 attack on there. That is just insane. He also got this one too. 1380 defense on a helm instead of like 700. So the gear you can get from this is just bonkers. Absolutely flipping bonkers. So make sure you're working your way to do this and you are just doing your best to get it done. I'll have a Treant video up tomorrow-ish, I think. And hopefully that will help you out too. Treant is a lot harder to do than Proto though. Proto can be done with virtually 0 gear as long as you have the right units. And the units don't even need to be 6 stars. So thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and have a wonderful day. Bye everybody.